Welcome back to the Deep Dive. It's good to have you with us. Today, we're looking at something that, on the surface, feels like a classic pastime.
Hmm.
Lazy Sunday, maybe a barbecue with a cold drink in hand. But according to the research we have today, we're actually stepping onto a high-stakes psychological battlefield. We're talking about spades.
It is definitely not just a card game in this context. And we're not here to teach you the basic rules, how to shuffle or keep score. We're looking at the metagame, the hidden layers of influence, aggression, and partnership that dictate who actually wins.
Exactly. And I have to say, the source for this deep dive is hands down one of the most unique we've ever covered. Usually when we talk about strategy or psychology, we're looking at a book by, a grandmaster chess player or maybe an ex-FBI negotiator?
Right, someone with a PhD in behavioral science.
But not today. Today, we're deep diving into a guide titled The Psychology of the Spades Table, a real-world guide.
Uh,
And the author's credited as the hashtag 941 news spotter, hashtag 941life Florida pool truck guy.
which, honestly, I think is brilliant.
It sounds totally absurd at first, but when you actually get into it, you realize it's this incredibly fascinating intersection of expertise. You have a guy whose day job is maintaining swimming pools, reading pressure, checking filters, listening for weird noises in
I've been
bones,
looking for invisible lead.
and he's applying that exact same diagnostic logic to reading human behavior at a card table.
It's surprisingly deep. I mean, his core premise is that Spades is a psychology lab disguised as a deck of 52.
Yeah.
And his argument is, if you can read a pressure gauge, you can read a Spades player. It's all about system flow and stress points.
I love that analogy. It frames the game not as just playing cards, but as information management.
Exactly.
Whether it's a swimming pool or a hand of spades, you're looking for the flow, and more importantly, you're looking for the blockages.
You're looking for the cracks in the plaster. So our mission today is to decode this. We're going to assume you, our listeners, know the absolute basics. 4 players, 2 teams, Spades is always trump, you get 13 cards.
Right. But the critical thing the author stresses right out of the gate, and this sets the stage for everything else, is that spades is a partnership game first.
That's the fatal flaw for most beginners. They think, how do I win my hand?
Yeah.
But the Florida pool truck guy says if you're playing solo in your head, you've already lost. Your job is to sync with the person across from you.
So it's about creating one unit out of 2 people who can't even speak to each other.
Yes.
Okay, let's get into it. The guide starts where the game starts, the bid. And according to our source, the psychological warfare begins before a single card even hits the table.
It does. This is where we get our first major concept, and it's one you can spot instantly. He calls it the fast bidder tell.
I found this so interesting because we've all seen this player. You deal the cards, and before you've even sorted your hand, someone just shouts,